Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to Penny Workshops. And if you caught the little Easter egg, as Tay Tay likes to do in her songs, you know that we are playing the Cruel Summer because it is hopefully not a cruel summer, but this is the summer list section or session of Penny Workshops. My name is Roxanne Wilson. I am your cruise director, but I also am the senior trainer here at Penny, and I'm here with the phenomenal Ruby. If you remember, you've probably seen Ruby before. She is going to be live interpreting. So we'll get her set up in that room right now, and then we'll keep going. So please, Ruby, let them know how they can get into the room to get live interpretation.
Ok, para escuchar esta sesión en español, tienen que hacer clic en la parte inferior de la pantalla y les va a dar una opción para elegir español, ¿ok?
Thank you. I'm going to hit start. And Ruby is now over there. Looking good? Amazing. Awesome. So today we're going to talk about summer list, but let me just remind you how Penny Workshops works. We get to hang out for 30 minutes and you get to see how your personal assistant can help you be more productive, save you time, and keep you in communication and connection with your team members, potential team members, customers, and potential customers and referrals. Also, a little shout out to you that if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the chat. We're going to be doing all the conversation in the chat today. So that's your place and we will respond do it in due time. Or it might be live or I might type it in. Oh, I love this. Thank you, Brenda. We appreciate you. Okay, so all right. So we're going to be talking about summer lists. And the reason why I said we need to do this is because I know that it's summertime, right? And because it's summertime, you know, Brenda and Hadass, will you private message me and tell me what program they were trying to get you to? I'd love to know more details. Anyhow, back to you. Okay, so here's the deal. It's summertime and you have two choices. You can either say, I'm going to take my foot off the brake and do just meh, or I'm going to keep going because I know that it's summertime. And if I'm cultivating relationships with people, those will turn into not only orders and recruiting right now, but also in the holidays. The holidays are coming soon. You know this. They're right around the corner. And so I love that. No worries. So here's what I want you to know. Summer List is going to help you do exactly that. I know in summertime, you're doing things like having events. If you're in a party company or an event company, you're having some summer events. Christmas in July is knocking on the door, y'all. And so there's probably some people you want to touch base with about that. You may be traveling and you might want to have some events or touch base with people in the area, your road show that you're going on, because you want to do a little business on the way. There's so many reasons and ways to use lists. And so I'm going to show you how Penny can help you keep track of those people so that you can make sure that you have enough time to do whatever you want to do. Maybe it's a Mai Tai by the pool, and also complete your work. Does that sound good? All right, so here we go. Hi, Allie, good to see you. Okay, so here's the deal. First thing is first, in order to take full advantage of Penny's ability to filter down anyone inside of Penny, literally, if they're in Penny, Penny can help you filter them so you can see specifically who you want to see. The first thing you have to do is this. You have to put them in Penny. If you have your prospects on like note papers and you have them on in Excel spreadsheets in different places and they're not in Penny, then Penny cannot help you. So I want to remind you of that. Now, if you have a Penny that is connected to your back office, right? You know that all of your customers and your team members are automatically ported into Penny, but you still need to make sure you're putting in your prospects. So make it a priority to do that. Shout out to Hadass, who just said the Chrome extension, the Penny Plus extension, also on Microsoft Edge, is amazing for bringing them in from social media. I co-sign that, Hadass. It totally is. And Allie says, yes, I love, love, love the Chrome extension. And Hillary in all capitals said, yes, the extension. So little shout out to you. If you were like, what's the extension? I'm going to put the link in here a little bit later so you can watch a whole thing where I show you about the extension, or you can go to the help and learning section inside of Penny and I'll show you right here. Click on that little blue, here I am moving, blue button. And you literally come here to the search. And if you type in Penny Plus, you'll find out all things about Penny, what it is as well, a Penny Plus, and also how to install the extension. So it is amazing. If you're using Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, you can easily have Penny with you while you're doing that. That was a sidebar, but an important one. So thank y'all for that. Okay. All right, now, so number one, you've got to put your prospects in there. That's number one. Number two is this. You have to actually categorize them. I'm going to show you how to do that right here and now. So think about what you're doing in July. My example is going to be Christmas in July. Just think about anything that's coming up that you're like, I do want to reach out to people. Frankly, you might find these lists help at the end of the month, because right now we're what, on the 22nd, the 23rd. So you're you know what auto orders have come in for the month, which means you know how much you need to complete and do in order to hit that goal you want to hit for the end of the month. Am I right? I remember it's not that long ago that I was a young warthog doing my doing my network marketing. So here's the deal. Lists are going to help you even with that. So let's, first thing we put in our prospects, we're going to do is we're going to actually do some categorization. For me, I'm going to have a live Christmas in July event. And so I want to make sure that I'm inviting people to it. All right, so here's the thing. What you're going to do is you're going to go down to the bottom of the screen where you have your menu bar, go all the way over to the right. On the right, you'll see the More button. Tap on the More button, and then you're going to go to the second option, Contacts. Now, disclaimer before you do this, this is not where you do your normal operation of business, right? You always go to the daily, do your business in the daily. But for something like this, where you need to see all your contacts and give some categorization, then you're going to use contacts. Otherwise, we don't do our business in contacts. Contacts is just the place where literally we can see everyone inside of Penny. So I just tapped on contacts, and here you go. Now, when you look at yours, you may not have pictures. That's because my dev team likes to put pictures in my demo account. Fret not, you can add them, but they're not necessary. Okay, so I can see all the peeps. This is what I want to do. Come to the top of the screen. You're going to see kind of a dove gray box with a magnifying glass. If you tap in there, all of a sudden you're going to see different ways that you can filter or categorize, right? So I'm looking at these, and I want my I'm going to invite my prospects to this event. Now so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on prospects. Once I've tapped on prospects, here's my list. Now it's been filtered down just to my prospects. Okay. Now here's what I want you to do. What we're doing right now is, for whatever it might be, if you're like, I want to touch base with everyone with their name starts with R, because I have a special deal. Maybe I'm selling a necklace with the R initials and I want to reach out to them. I'm giving you ideas. Okay, some of them are a little wild, but you get me. At the top of the screen, right under the word prospect, you're going to see this black button, and it says select multiple. If you tap on that button, it will toggle it on. It will turn the color, whatever your penny might be. It could be chartreuse, it could be turquoise, it could be champagne, or it could be purple. Now, at that point, this is what I want you to do. You're going to tap in and choose the people you want on your list. I'm going to get Baylor, that's my dog. Ryan, we'll get David. Let's grab Nicole. I'm just tapping on the downtown Squamish, Penny Matthews. You can choose as many or as few as you like. Okay, now once you've done that, I've selected it. Let's go. Let's do Scott Wilson. Let's get Brian Jones. Let's get Ariel the mermaid. Okay, now that you've picked them, and you can keep scrolling and doing that, what you're going to do is you're going to come down to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and you're going to tap on that button that says Next. You tap on that button. Now, once you've tapped on the button, this is what I want you to do. So Penny's opened up a place. We've selected more than one person. We're telling Penny, we want to actually take this group of contacts and we want to do a group thing for them. What we're going to do is we're going to go right here where it says Add Notes and Tags, right? You're going to tap on Add Notes and Tags. And when you tap on Add Notes and Tags, we now have the ability to do exactly that. So what you write on this screen, for one, will go on all 11 of the people, or whoever you've chosen. What tag you out will go on all of them. So I'm going to put a note in here at the top, and I'm just tap on the note, tap in. And then I like to use the dictation feature. So I'm going to go down to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen and tap on the microphone. I'm just going to say, invite to the Christmas in July event, period. Just in case I forget, I'm doing all the things I might forget. Planning a wedding, 13 days away. I might forget. So I'm going to tap on the done feature, come down to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen and tap on Add Note. And then right here where you see tags, this is the crucial. This This is the one thing you might go, I don't need a note. That's fine, but we're doing this part for sure. Okay. We're going to tap into the tag and we're going to make this. We'll make it, what are we going to call this? Christmas in July. If I can spell, it's touch and go. Oh my goodness. Christmas in July invite. You can see I've done this. I did this yesterday, so it already popped up, but let's pretend it didn't. So I'm going to tap here. I'm going to put it in. And once I've typed in what I want, come to the right-hand side of the screen and tap on the plus sign. Now you see, I know it's been added. I want Christmas in July. I could add as many tags as I want, Pearson, by the way, right here, if I wanted to, and just keep adding them. Once I've done that and I'm good with it, I'm going to come down to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I'm going to tap on save. And now Penny just added all of those tags to everybody on my list. So you can think about this. You're like, okay, I'm going to make a list because I want to make sure I'm inviting people to an event. Now y'all, let me give you a little pro tip. You could make a list for everyone you invited. Then once you have the event, I would go ahead and make a tag for everyone who showed up and everyone who did not. So then that you can make a list for those and do a special note to them quickly as well too. The possibilities are endless. And what I love is our Penny users who dive in and lean into using custom lists, they're all about the list because it saves them time, keeps them super, super organized. If you're someone like me who you appreciate organization, but it's not your first thing, having Penny, who's really about organization, is like chef's kiss. Okay, so we've added those. We're feeling good in the neighborhood. How you doing over there, Ruby? Now I'm going to tap on the X underneath the contacts on the right-hand side to close, to go back. X marks the spot. Now we are ready to make our list. Say, are you ready? And you're like, yes, I'm ready. So we're going to come over to the second option on your screen on the bottom menu, and that's called lists. Tap on lists. Now, a third of the way down on the screen, you're going to see it says custom lists, nice and bold right there waiting for you, just like Richard Marks. We're going to tap on that circle with the square on the right-hand side, or with the plus sign, circle with the plus sign. Tap on that, and that means we're making a list. Now, the first thing you do when you make a list is you got to name the list. I recommend you name it something you'll remember, right? Don't make it one of those passwords that are really strong passwords that you'll never remember and you just have to have password help to remind you. Make it something that says what it is. Name it what it is. So I'm going to come here to the top and I'm going to use the dictation feature. 2023 Christmas in July invite list. Actually, I'm just going to change that. Master. I want it to be my master list. Okay, great. Now you have an opportunity to go ahead and choose the end date. When is this list over? When does it self-destruct? My suggestion to you, like for me, for my Christmas in July, my event is going to be on the 20th. So I want a nice week after that to touch base with people, see if they didn't get something, see if they wanted to get something, remind them the specials are ending, do all that jazz and all that jazz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead at the top of the screen where you see that little arrow caret to the right. I'm going to tap on that. So it takes me to July. And then I'm going to let this self-destruct on August 1st. And here's why. Because in my mind, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I know I'm gonna be closing the month, and talking about Christmas in July after the event is gonna be a great way for me to close the month strong. So I'm gonna give myself all the way to August 1st to wrap that up in a pretty bow and put it underneath the Christmas tree. Okay, so now once I've done that, let's talk about what we can do on this list. You have some options. Boy, do you ever. You can, right here, it says include people who are prospects, your customers, and or your downline. You would do that by tapping on them. When you tap on them, it keeps adding them, okay? And if you want to, I'm like, oh, wait, I don't want to invite my downline, then I just undo it. Some of you are thinking, wait a moment, I can make a list for my downline and check on them all the time or send them information and things. Yeah, you can. You know, the downline who's like downline, but they're like not really working the business right now. You can send them reminders through Penny. You can do that. Okay, so I'm going to tap on prospect. I don't even worry about the detailing of what the prospect is. What I need to know right now is this. We're going to filter it down. Penny asks, you can choose people who've purchased a certain product. So for example, let's say that I'm doing Christmas in July, but it's only for people who got my seed cycling box this past year. They're the only ones. I could literally tap in here and tell Penny, bada bada bing, seed cycling, and Penny will pare that down. For those of you who have an account that is connected to your back office, whenever someone purchases something online, here's the really, really cool thing, okay? Penny automatically makes tags for the products that they've purchased. So it's already living in there, and they'll be in there. So just know that you have that option. Now I'm inviting everyone to my Christmas in July. So I'm going to come down to the next option that says, and has these tags. I want to invite everyone to Christmas in July that I actually tagged for it, right? I don't want to invite Ruby because Ruby doesn't live in the US of A. She lives in Canada, and she's just going to get FOMO and feel bad because I'm not inviting her to my event. So I'm not going to do that to you, Ruby. So that's why I took time to tag who I wanted to invite to the event. So now here where it says add these tags, I'm going to type in Christmas. And look what happens. The second I start to type in Christmas, all of these, everything that has all the tags that exist that have CH show up. And there's the Christmas in July invite, exactly what I wanted. So I'm just going to tap on that. And now I've selected that. Awesome. You can add more tags. So if you wanted to get more specific, you could do that. Now note, you can also do and lived in these locations. So I could say lives in the US of A. I could say lives in California. I could say lives in Irvine. I can get really specific so that I can pare it down. Know that you have that option. And then you also have an option to decide like and purchase within, and you'll notice anywhere between like 1 month, you see all the way to 24 months. You can choose different increments. This is going to come in handy at the end of the year, or maybe even right now it's halfway through the year. Maybe you want to thank everyone who's purchased and supported your business in 2023. You can actually make a list that can help you with that. End of the month or end of the year customer appreciation, you can do that as well too, or even the month. So know that that's a great option. Okay, but for me, I'm inviting people to my party. So now I'm going to come on down here at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to tap on create. Now here's a really cool thing that Penny does. Penny actually, before Penny makes that list, you know what Penny does? Penny says, okay, listen, you are going to have 17 people on your list. How does that feel? Some of you might be like, that does not feel good. Now I'm the type of person, I'm looking right now, I have 1,077 unread text messages on my phone. So it doesn't bother me if I have 200 people on my list. But if you are the person, because there's only 2 people in the world, those who have a bunch of messages and those who don't. If you're the person who likes to clear things out and you will not rest if you know you had 200 people on your list and you didn't get to all of them today, then you can actually tap on that big black button on the top, the back button, go back 1 step, and then be a little bit more specific in your criteria for your list. And Penny will assist you with that. Hillary just went, oh, mind blown. I know. You didn't know Penny did this, you know, when you know, and now you know. So I'm going to tap on create. And then you're going to tap on add. Okay. Because I'm good with my 17. Now that I've tapped on add, give Penny a moment and you'll see there at the tippy top, there's my list, 2023 Christmas in July master list. Done and done. Way to go. So now, what have we covered so far? You know that you need to put your prospects in if you want to be making lists with your prospects. So always remember, my suggestion is every time you work your business, put in 1 to 3 new prospects. That's going to help you really grow it, but also won't overwhelm you. The second thing you've learned so far, and we're not done yet, is how to add tags. So now you know how to add tags. You can tag whatever you want. There is no right or wrong. It's just what works for you and your brain. So add your tags for different things so that you can then make a custom list. And now you know how to make a custom list. Kudos. So now that you know how to make a custom list, let me show you around your custom list so you know what to do with it, right? You're like, oh, great, I have this gift. Now what do I do with it? Right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tap on 2023 Christmas in July master list. And I can see it ends in 38 days. Thank you for letting me know that, Penny. Now note, underneath the ends in, you're going to see today with a line underneath it. There's actually 3 tabs. One is today. So that means that Penny's like, these are the people for you to reach out to today, or at least start today. To the right of that, you'll see later. You won't have anyone on later for now, but here's the cool thing. As you do a reach out on your list and you complete it, let's say you want to remind them about the event, Once you schedule that reminder, since they're on the list, you will actually see them come up in the later section. Okay. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see included. Included gives you that master list of everybody, so you can take a look at it. And if you tap on their name, like I'm going to tap on Mark Hughes's name right here, it will open up the contact card. You know that card will be right there. Bueno, love it. Okay, I'm just going to tap on the X to go back. And I'll go back one more. Oops, I don't know why I did that. Let me open it back up. Okay, the other thing I need you to know is this. Right-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see 2 circles. Let's go to the one on the right first. It has 3 dots that are horizontal. Let's go ahead and tap on those. No, 3 dots that are vertical. I was like, a second, I said, I don't think I said that right. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap on the 3 vertical. And this actually allows you to do a little something. So let's say that after you made your list, you met someone and you're like, oh my goodness, I'd love for her to come to my Christmas in July. That is a necessity. You can actually tap in here and tap on add a contact and then type in their name, as long as you have them inside of Penny, or you can scroll and find them. Let's add Alicia Wood. And now Alicia's been added to my list, just like that. The other thing, if you come over to the vertical dots on the right-hand side of the screen, is you can edit your list. So if for some reason you want to go back later and change the criteria, if you tap on edit, it takes, or maybe change the name, maybe you spelled it wrong. It'll take you right back here and you can change up what's going on. And in fact, wait, I changed my mind. I don't want to. Just tap on close or you tap on save to make the changes. Okay. Now you know your way around the list. I'm excited for you, but we're going to go one step deeper. But before we do that, let me just call out. One of the great things about Penny is that Penny does, when you do something on Penny on the app, it shows up magically on your, desktop and vice versa. So they're not separate, they're the same. They talk to each other because when you make one change on one, you're making on the other. So if I come to the left-hand side of the screen, this is where you see your toolbar. And if I just come down to custom lists and I do a little refresh of my screen, bum, ba-da-dum, there it is, 2023 Christmas in July master list is there. Now, for those of you who use the desktop version to make a custom list, just know that you'll go to custom lists where we are, you'll come to the right-hand side of the screen and you'll tap on the plus sign and add. When you do that, you'll have an option to create a custom list and bada bing, there it is. It looks very similar to what you did on the app. Okay, now that you know that, we're coming back to the app because there is one thing that your app will do for you when it comes to custom lists that your desktop won't. So I want to show you this feature, okay? You have the ability to text from your app and do what we call multi-texting. Now, when you hear multi-texting, I want to be very specific. Multi-texting and mass texting are different. They both start with an M, but they're different. Mass texting is when someone puts you on a group text and all of a sudden you see numbers you don't know and people keep talking over and over again and you really get annoyed and then you leave the group. Multi-texting is when you can very quickly take one message and singularly text people, bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, to speed up the process. Penny does multi-texting, and I'm going to show you how right now. So if you come to the top of the screen, you might have noticed I didn't tell you about the other button. We're going to talk about the other button right now. That other button actually has 2 chat bubbles on it, like you're chatting, multi. We're going to tap on that button. Once you've done that, look what happens. Penny pops up and says, tap on the contacts you want, but it also says that big button says attach content. See, because if you're going to text people, you got to have something to say. You agree, right? Totally. So if you go here and you tap on attach content, it's going to open up your content viewer. You have an ability to either scroll your finger up and down or type in and search for content, or you can add content in here. I'm going to show you very quickly how to add content in here, if you don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to go to add content. Let's say if wait, I haven't made content yet for this event, but I want to add some. Tap on add content right here. Remember, you can do different, you can add like an image or a video or a link, a PDF. For purposes of now, I'm just going to go right to skip. I just want the text in there. So you always want to name it. I'm going to tap in here and name that. I'm going to use the dictation feature. 2023 Christmas in July invite. Now you're going to select the type. You can call this whatever you like. I would call this probably we'll call it a connect, but depending on what it is, that's how you'll categorize it. Now in the script, I'm going to tap in here. But before I do that, I'm going to type in hi. Then I'm going to come down here where it says insert into script, first name or last name. I'm going to put first name, okay? Because what I'm telling Penny to do is this. Whenever I bring up someone to connect with, just automatically put their name in there for me so I don't have to literally type in hi Ruby every time, and then hi Jimmy, and then hi Hadass, and then hi Allie. You get my point. Okay, so now once you do that, I'm gonna put a little comma and then space, and then I'll dictate it. Hope you are having a phenomenal summer, period. Wanted to make sure you didn't miss out on my 4th annual Christmas in July event, period. It's going to be the best yet, period. I'll be showcasing and have specials on my best sellers and bringing out some brand new products that you don't want to miss, period. I'll also be sharing a little bit about the impact that my business has had on my life, and I can't wait for you to be there, exclamation point. Shall I save you a spot? Question. P.S. Feel free to bring your friends, and yes, there'll be food, drinks, and merriment, period. Okay, I always recommend that you take a moment and read what you wrote, make any spaces, anything you need to do, right? And once you feel good about it, we're just going to scroll down to the bottom here, and we're going to tap on that save in the bottom left-hand corner. Awesome. Now, once we've done that, we're just going to come here to the find content, because remember, we're still in our list that we're making, or that we're going to reach out to. And I'm just going to type in 2023. Once I do that, look what shows up. 2023 Christmas in July invite. That's the one. Tap on that. And now Penny knows that's what I'm going to reach out with. So here, after that, you get to decide who you want to text. I love this. Okay. So you can say, I'm going to text everyone on my list. We can say, I'm going to text a few people. But if you want to text everyone, you'll just tap on select all. And Penny will automatically select everyone on your list who has a phone number. You'll notice that I have this group of people right here that don't have a phone number. That just means I don't have their phone number inside of Penny. Penny can't text if there's no phone number. Makes sense. But you can add a phone number right here in this moment. So you see where it says add phone. If I tap on that and just scroll to the phone number, I can, if I have it, type in their phone number so I can make sure to text them. And then I'll just tap on save. Okay, great. Now, the other thing is this, maybe I'm looking, I'm like, wait a moment, Nicole Wood, I'm going to see her tonight and I'm going to invite her there. All you need to do is tap on that box next to Nicole's name on the left and it will unselect her. So select all, there's a little box, gray box to select, and then you unselect that way as well too. Okay, or you could just manually select who you wanted. Now we're going to tap on send. Are you all ready? And you say, yes, I'm ready. Ready, sure. This is what we're going to do. We're going to tap on that send feature in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Now, Penny's going to bring up first up. First up for me is Brian Jones. Awesome. Okay, so notice it says, hi, Brian. Hope you're doing, and I can see the message I put in there. I didn't have to type in Brian because Penny did it for me. All you do is come down to the bottom left-hand side of the screen, tap on send, and then it'll open up Brian's number, the information. All I do is tap on the send. This is a demo account, so it won't completely send, but we can pretend. And then it says up next, Karen Wilcox. All I need to do is go in there. Now, I actually don't say hi. I say hey yo to Karen, so I can tap in there and make that change. And then go ahead and tap on the send. It brings it up. I send it. Bada bing, next one. And let's say I see Stephen Dean, but I'm like, wait, I'm going to see Stephen tomorrow. I forgot, right? So all you need to do is tap on skip, and then Penny will bring up the next one. You can imagine how this is going to save you a lot of time to quickly reach out and touch base. Here's my one suggestion, or just a call out. There is something called texting jail, so don't do too many at a time. What I recommend, and by the way, I want to come out of this, I can take a break. I'm just going to tap on that close. What I recommend is to do a few and then take a moment and come back in, because on your list, you'll notice Brian is pending and Karen is pending, because Penny knows I went to go do that text, but I didn't let Penny know I was done. Okay, so I'm going to come here, tap on pending. I'm going to tap on that complete button. Once I tap on complete, Penny's going to say, oh, great. When do you want to touch base with them and remind them about the party? I'm going to tap on pick a date. I'm going to choose in July. Let's see, the event is on, what did I say? I think I said the 20th. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I want to remind people on the 19th. My content probably should have said the date in it. Okay, we'll pretend it did. Then I'll come down and tap on schedule. I can put in any notes saying, remind them to invite or to touch base. I can do if they say yes, I can make a tag that says Christmas in July, RSVP yes. Okay, you can do all sorts of things. I'll tap on next. And now you'll notice at the top of the screen, if I go to from today to later, Brian is now there. Okay, y'all, I have to stop because I told you, I went over by 1 minute. Stick a pumpkin in me, but we did cover everything. So now you know how your summer list can help. Again, end of year would be great. Maybe 4th of July is a great thing for those of you in the US, because there's probably going to be some type of special. And if you know about it, get everyone ready for it so that you can go ahead and let them enjoy the benefits. Or July 3rd if you're in Canada. So thank you so much for being here with me. You are amazing. Good luck on closing out your month. We will have the list of Penny workshops for July out very soon. Full disclosure, we won't be doing it the first week because I'm getting married. But when I get back, we'll get in the realm of it. You are such a joy, and as we love to say here at Penny, every day is a big day. And we know this is a big day for you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you, Hadassah. I appreciate that. And we'll see you soon. On behalf of Ruby and myself, take care, everybody. Bye.